Loser bracket final in the April UCS tournament between TTV and GT. TTV on the left side with a Mew, Dodrio, a Trevenant, Delphox, and a Hooper. Up against Comfy Zoroark, that's already very scary, Glaceon, Sylveon, and a Snorlax. Very squishy side for GT. Double attacker, Speedster, and a Comfey. And TTV though as well with 2 attacker and a Speedster all looking kinda squishy as well. Heading into our first game, straight up we have Otter actually going for the center area. Haven't seen a Mew center in a long time because of the cooldown nerfs to the Pokemon. It actually takes much longer now to clear the center area instead of Mew, but Otter with that Solar Beam is gonna try to just hit as many white Pokemon at the same time to be able to clear the white area. Quite surprising that they're sending Mew towards the center area, not like Delphox for the early game. So I'm not sure what their plan is right here. Maybe Mew's just gonna take 1 buff and then go somewhere else. But no. Because you would think that maybe Lutano wants to be level 5 fast. But instead they're gonna try to get Mew to level 5 fast, which I mean, you get the move switch. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Glaceon already on top path now, with that Comfy on red buff. Trying to get some auto attacks in. Looking now for Lutano. Mew's now joining. Gonna switch probably into Electro Ball, but it starts Solar Beam into... Oh my god, that was a lot of Solar Beam damage coming out of the Mew already. And the bot path of TTV also looks kinda weak. Trevenant and Delphox is a very weak lane. Up together. Neither of them have very good last hitting up against a Snorlax and now a Sylveon. They're gonna struggle on bot path for the side of TTV. They're for sure going to struggle. But Furby with 3 on top path, Lutano level 5 already is looking for the dive in. And the Atari disappear very fast. And now Otter, let's see what TTV is gonna do after this first rotation. If Otter goes back to the center area, and there we have Trevenant going down. Zakrak taken down. And then we have 23 points actually almost going in for stocking. Trying to get those points in, but can't quite do it. Was very, very close, so yeah. And now we have Delphox actually going to center area. Otter's gonna stay at bot path. Up against the Mystic Fire Sylveon. And Otter with that Taco Bell cap. Trying to get some farm. And now Zakrak finally hitting a fight, looking for the Woodhammer. And looks like I think he got it. Not sure actually, I don't think he got it. It's always so hard to tell sometimes if someone gets the last hit or not. It pops up on the left side. You can see like on the score thing, it's pop up on the left and right side, but it doesn't stay for too long. I wish like the number would stay a bit longer. Like the +4, +2 on the right and left side. So you could actually much easier tell who got the last hit. Dodie trying to run away is Icy Wind, Glaceon. For the side of GT. And Lutano with that Tri-Tech Dodrio. Not the Drill Peck Jump Kick this time around, just wants a bit more sustain, I guess. I mean, both are totally fine. Tri-Tech is always a bit safe, I feel like, as a build, compared to the Drill Peck. But obviously both are totally fine to play. And they're looking for a trap on top path now, just waiting for those Ataria to respawn. And Glaceon actually losing those Icy Wind stacks. Has to build them back up now. And the next Ataria spawn is here. Fire Spin, Fire Blast for Celestial on the Delphox. He's now a pretty easy target for the Zoroark, but yeah, I mean, Delphox into Zoroark is a difficult matchup anyways. So he's gonna get lucky maybe with a spin onto the Zoroark. Now we have the bot Reggie already spawning. We have GT is slowly rotating towards bot path. Glaceon actually going top though. And the Hooper Hyperspace port allows TTV to go to bot path much easier. Very annoying to play against Super. No, GT actually going for top path rotation now. Looks like they don't want to fight this. And they're gonna go straight for the Regieleki. Now TTV, they have to do this Regirock, but they have such bad damage for it. It's gonna take years for them to do this. Delphox auto attacks, Mew basic attacks, it actually takes a long time. Gets Regirock, and maybe Snorlax can still steal it away as well. Also he's gonna try to last it. There's the boost auto into Electro Ball, and they're gonna get the Regirock. And GT gets the Regieleki. They're gonna finish off the first goal on top path. Now 24 points going, 35 points going, and they're gonna break the goal. 26, 24, 35. Now TTV with a small lead. The coding still looking for level 9. It's actually quite under-leveled, and he has the Night Slash. Wait, is that Night Slash? Yeah, it's Night Slash Zoroark. Goes in the game, but he just... Oh my god, the entire HP bar just disappears. It just disappears. It's 1-for-1 so far. We have Trevenant also going down. We have TTV looking for another Fire Spin right here. And yeah, the Night Slash Zoroark. Not sure how I feel about it. Especially, I mean, with a Comfey, I don't know. I feel like Feint Attack is just always better. Straight up. But yeah. The coding now almost level 9. Goes in again. Should get level 9 right here from the Zitaria. But Lutano's fighting and the boost auto attack goes in and he doesn't get level 9. And Lutano's still fighting it. Using those boosted auto attacks to go in and back out. But there we go. Gets the Ball Toy, level 9 achieved. Of course, Zoroark Unite doesn't have the biggest impact. But still nice to have. Doesn't matter what. 164 points for TTV, 87 for GT, and now the coding is just invading. With that comfy on, it's gonna be very annoying to deal with. But Lutano, I think he's gonna be good time against Night Slash. It's quite easy to dodge away from him. I have one booster auto attack and he can get off Night Slash range potentially. Trying to still defend bot path as well. With that Hooper, they can always have someone top path to make sure no backcaps happen. So Zorak is still trying to pressure it right now. Trying to pressure and maybe a backcap, sneak it in, and get GT into the lead. But the game is quite slow so far. Neither team is really doing anything. Both are just farming, defending their goals, clearing white Pokemon. But the next fight's gonna break out soon. We have Reggie spawning top already. And TTV looks like they want to fight. The Fire Spin goes in into Defox Unite. They can look for the Zorak. Lutano diving in. Zorak with the counter Unite move to make sure that Lutano can't keep on diving in. Reggie dropping low on HP. There's a boost out coming in, but Glaceon for GT is going to secure it. The Night Slash is going to go in. They're also going to get Defox. 2 people down off TTV. Double KO for the Zorak. They're going to look for Zakrak next. Get Shadow Clawed. But he has the Wood Hammer. He actually gets Zoroark somehow. Gets Zorak in a 1v4 scenario. But still, obviously, a terrible loss for TTV. On this top path, they lose the objective, they lose more knockouts. And now we have GT. We actually have Snorlax going for Mew right here. Otta has to use Unite move. And he's just gonna recall in the Unite move. No, actually, eject button's in onto Glaceon. He's gonna take on Glaceon. Wonderful play by Otta. Just realized he can actually take there. Already ignored him, and Glaceon was trying to get away there and just blinks eject buttons onto the Glaceon. Takes him down. Regirock now under half HP. Otta has the boost auto attack ready, but he's very low on HP. Nice Slash is gonna go in. Who's gonna get this one? I think Gent over to GT. No, TTV is gonna get it. Lutano's able to secure it. And then chase for Snorlax, and then chase for Comfey. Comfey's getting taken down. Snorlax also on the left side getting taken on. 4 knockouts for TTV. And they also get the objective. Huge team fight, they're gonna score some more points as well. Lutano on the aggression onto Glaceon. But Zakrak's so low on HP. He gets the Hyperspace Portal. And he is going to be safe. 180 to 87 points now. Almost 100 points lead. Not too much, of course, for TTV. Nothing you should be sleeping on. Lutano looking for the coding, who's not having really too big good of a game on the Zorak. Yeah, he's also gonna get his Comfey knocked out on the same time. Sylveon trying to run away from the Fire Spit. Fire Blast is there. Electro Ball through the light screen. And Sylveon also taken down. Now 50 points for go in. For Otto on Mew. Nice overcap. That's 230 points now. And now TTV's looking in a great position. Zakrak is called Thorn bot path. Has the Pain Split. Looking for another Pain Split onto Glaceon. Double Wood Hammer. He's almost taking on Snorlax. Heavy Slam is going to land. Into the block. Can Zakrak get away? Yes, the Hyperspace Port is there. Icy Wind's damage is not enough. And Lutano arrives and turns it around. Glaceon taken down by the Tri-Tech boosted auto attack. And now we have Lutano level 13, Mew on level 13. Highest members on GT at level 12. So, small experience lead for the side of TTV in these 8 minutes. But now we're heading into the final double time. And honestly, I can't quite call. I think TTV for sure is the better team comp heading into the last 2 minutes as well. I don't think TTV or GT can deal with Mew. They have no really good targets to take down. I mean, they have the Night Slash Zorak, but a Feint Attack Zorak can get a Mew. A Night Slash Zorak I don't think can. Well, that Mew has a bit too much mobility. And the Regieleki actually went in, so we have Lutano looking to score 100 points right here, and he's gonna do so. He's just gonna wait a tiny bit though. He's waiting very long to make sure he doesn't get spotted out and caught. Trying to go for the score, and there we go. He's gonna score 100 points. So Zorak and Sylveon are on the chase towards Lutano, but Lutano just takes the top right, and he's gonna recall. Hooper can always port him in as well if it gets greedy. The coding trying to Night Slash in, but there's Mew with the Ignite move. Going on the aggression right now. Otta going very deep into the Surf Boost auto attack. Has to be careful though. Eject buttons away to safety. Fire Blast going to land into the Fire Spin. Travel to Unite is going to actually miss, I think, everyone. But Snorlax already down. Now the coding on that Night Slash Zorak. He's going to take down one. Can he take down one? No, the Dojo Unite is there, and Comfey is going to fall next. Every time Zorak goes down, Comfey is also down. Now it's down to Sylveon and Glaceon. The 2 evolutions to make something happen. They still have Sylveon Unite, but Glaceon pretty much has nothing, and he's even on HP as well. Lutano goes in. Whose outtake is going to miss? The second one also going to miss, but the Tri-Tech doesn't miss. And he slices him down. 50 seconds left. TTV with a huge point lead. They don't even need Rayquaza at this point. They just need to farm knockouts. Sylveon's getting caught. Double Wood Hammer. But there's a Sylveon Unite move across the Wood Hammer. Stocking trying to make something happen. Right here, Coding is also back, but they get stunned. Another Fire Spin is there. And Coding gets obliterated. 4 people down. Only Snorlax left. Last member standing for GT. Heavy slams across the wall. But Rayquaza is going to fall in the hands of TTV. And TTV are going to take a very clean first win. Draft for game number 2, GT with Mew. Now this time for Stocking. Stocking, an incredible Mew player. Trevenant, Urshifu, Machamp, and Clefairy. It's pretty much a clash, I feel like, of North America's best Mew players. Stocking and Otter, I think, are the best Mew players in North America. Both of them are absolutely incredible on it. And then TTV with Comfey, Zoroark, Snorlax, Goodra, and a Delphox. So this time we have TTV going for the Zoroark Comfey comp. But I'm pretty sure Celestia is going to go for Feint Attack and not Night Slash. Night Slash looked absolutely terrible last game. It looked so bad. So I don't want to see another Night Slash. That is for sure. And we have a Blackshar going for the central area clear right here. Lutano going for the central Goodra, which, I mean, I've played before as well. And I've said, you know, jungle Goodra is actually quite nice. And now Lutano showing off the central Goodra in a tournament. Exciting to see. And Electro Ball comes in, Stocking securing this last hit, and it's going to be very difficult for Otter up on this bot path right now, up against a Mew. But at least he has Snorlax. Snorlax, of course, Zakrak, one of the best Snorlax players, maybe even the best Snorlax player in North America. Knows how to play this Pokemon since pretty much the start of when this game came out. So, he is the OG Snorlax player, that is for sure, and he still plays it to this day, because Snorlax is still a great Pokemon. Goes in with the boost auto attack, secures that last hit. And Otter looking for the next one as well, but GT is able to secure that bunny at least. And the Ataria spawn is here. Zakrak looking for the tackle onto the Atarian boost auto attack, and I try to go for the big one as well, but I think it over to GT. Mew now on level 5. Back to top path, you have Lutano on level 5. I think he's probably going to go for Muddy Water. Would be surprised to see the Dark Pulse or Dragon Pulse when he has a Comfey. And in general, I think Muddy Water is still the better move. Just depends on scenarios. And yeah, with a healer Pokemon in your team, Muddy Water feels very good. Oh, Snorlax taken down, Zakrak. Taken down by Stocking on bot path. Bit of a mistake, they're getting caught, and now Otter is in a bad position. Stocking looking for the Solar Beam, but Otter just staying around, making sure that it doesn't get stolen. Very smart play by him as well. Zakrak with a heavy slam going in, but doesn't have enough damage to get that NDD. Session on level 5, looking for the Feint Attack, but he's gonna have a very difficult game up against Gravity. He's up against Gravity, up against Vic Blow, Shifu. He's not gonna have the easiest time, I think, in this game, but he's gonna go in now looking for the first knockdown of the game, and he can, yes. Clefable taken down. And now Celestia can go for the next target. The Slash is going to miss though, but they're gonna try to score points. Can they do so? Fire Blast is there as well, 26 points for goal, and 30 points for Lutano as well. Now Celestia can get another stack in, 2 more points go in. Level 7 now. And Celestia is a cut player, I assume it's gonna be cut as well again. He, I think he prefers cut in general, which are totally fine. Cut and Shadow Claw are both great now after the cut buffs, so totally fine for you to do. Stocking with the light screen on bot path. Do we have Electro Ball or Solar Beam? Looks like we have Electro Ball. Woodhammer's coming in, Zakrak from low in HP. S3 Jack button away, Fire Spin. It's not gonna do too much. Fire Blast, a bit of power, but Lutano now level 8. Gonna look for this fight. Does TV have good last hitting? They only have really Fire Blast that can last objectives, so they have to be a bit careful. Up against Mew and Vic Blow Shifu. They don't really have a chance at getting objectives. Lutano though going in now. Has the Comfey on. Magic Leaves are going to land Heavy Slam onto Shifu. And they're going to check to take on Shifu. And they can. Yes, the whip is enough to take down Shifu. Stocking though on the back side with that eject button. So even trying to go for Otter, but gets stunned. CC to death. Taken down. And now Red is under half HP. It's only Eknoob left. For side of GT. Can he somehow make a miracle happen? Fire Spin trying to zone. And they have to keep Fire Blast for the last hit. That's why Otter is currently only auto-attacking. But as soon as Trevenant is down, he can obviously use his Fire Blast. And they can take down the Regis. Heavy Slam gets blocked by the Gravity. Another Fire Blast coming in, looking for the next Fire Spin as well. Block. Trying to get Clefable there. And Lutano is so strong right now. Level 10 almost on the Goodra. He's just running over them. Clefable taken down. Next whip is getting unstoppable by the Urshifu, but still quite nice. Block there onto Mew, but Zakrak doesn't have enough move speed to keep Mew blocked against the wall. And yeah, this Goodra is very strong right now. Very strong. Goodra with a lot of experience on is very strong. Fire Spin lands into the Heavy Slam as well, or Heavy Slam into Fire Spin. Urshifu taken down. Wanted this last hit very badly. And he pays with it for his life. Or with his life. 97 to 43 points now. And Heavy Slam goes onto the Ataria. Level 10 for Delphox, Zoroark, and Goodra already. So TTV with a very solid experience lead in these first 5 minutes. Lutano getting very close to level 11 as well. And highest level on left side, again, only level 9, Machamp. Machamp, we haven't seen much of Machamp yet either in this game. But Machamp is a Pokemon that needs a bit of time to start doing stuff like coding. He's close to level 10 as well, though. And I'm gonna see how much impact his first Unite is going to have. Because Machamp in tournaments is all about Unite moving. All about Zakra getting stunned there. Heavy Slam blocked by the Gravity. Gravity is so bad for Heavy Slam Snorlax, but he rolls over with the Unite move. They're gonna take down Urshifu, or do they? Clefable with that Unite move, and Buddy Berry is trying to keep Urshifu alive. Urshifu on the run with Goodra. Goodra is chasing, and I think Urshifu's gonna fall for sure. Muddy Water comes out, looking for Espo next. The Whip is there, and now Clefable is just slowed down by the passive of Goodra. Whipped as well, double knockout for Lutano. On the Sandwich Goodra, looking also for Mew now. Fire Blast, Fire Spin, and yes, enough damage. Stocking goes down. They can do only 40 points right here. Actually, Lutano can score another 14. And okay. I mean, they just scored double 40 now. All of them had 40 points, which was kind of unfortunate. So they couldn't really do a big overcap. And now Regice. Clearing an objective alone as Goodra is kind of painful because your passive doesn't work on it, which means you can't reset your abilities. It's quite sad. The GUI just can't be applied to unstoppable targets. Oh, Zora getting punished here by GT. But Fire Spin and Heavy Slam are there. Can they take down maybe Otter? They're trying to chase him down. In the Flaming Flux Zone, Big Blow is being charged. Now if Delphox is going to land, they're going to chase for Urshifu. Fire Spin into the Fire Blast. And blast it back to base. Off we go again. 177 to 43. Looking good for TTV. In the second match as well. Fire Spin lands on 2 as well. Machamp. Maybe does he have Unite move right here? Is he going to use it in this fight? He goes in with the direct punch, but decides not to do it. Cross Shop is there, wants to keep it for an extra team fight, the Unite move. Oh, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have Unite move even. Never mind. Just straight up taken down. And there's his Unite move now up. Wasn't quite there yet. Otherwise, I think he probably would have used it or tried to. Slash it 12.5. Haven't seen much of the Zoroark either yet this game. But I mean, again, these teams are very passive, I feel like. So far in first game 1 and game 2, the game feels very passive. Zoroark's gonna try to score some points here for the Comfey, but Mew is around, and Mew's gonna stop Inda from scoring, yes. Stocking is able to stop Inda from scoring, but I think Zoroark at least got some points in. Gravity on the hunt. Espo wants a Zoroark, but Zoroark is so slippery, so it's so hard to catch up to the Pokemon with Cut, Feint Attack. Gains so much distance very fast. Goes over, Machamp also taken down. Another knockout for Otter on the Stealth 50 seconds to go for Rayquaza to spawn. Is TTV gonna look for something else? I think they're just gonna chill. They can go for this Regieleki if they want to. That's for sure gonna still be very nice to get this Regieleki. Bit of pressure towards this top second goal. And we currently have just Sakura defending bot path, and yeah, they're gonna try to go for it. 230. Well, they can get a bit more damage maybe up here if they want to go for it. Because Delphox is currently still central areaing on the right side. Trying to get both buffs up. Trying to get the Unite move back up. But it should probably be enough. Yeah, and actually, they're not going. Neither team is going for this. A bit of a staring contest now. Magic Leaf spots out Trevenant. For some reason, Magic Leaf can hit Pokemon in tall grass. So it's a good way to scout if someone is in a bush. It's quite nonsense that Magic Leaf can hit Pokemon like this. Yeah, it's very unbalanced. I don't know. Makes no sense. IGT is still behind 140 points. They need a very good team fight right now. But experience-wise, they actually farm quite well. They're not too far behind. They're maybe across, like, they're 2 levels across behind in levels, so that's not a lot. Being only 2 levels behind with 10 Pokemon being in the game. Stalking, looking for Electro Ball, boost outtake. Zakrak, already low on HP, has to reset. Inda's currently on Zoroark, so... Only problem is that when you have a Comfey, taking AoE damage is quite bad. And Comfey wants to be on the main carry, which currently is right now Zoroark or Goodra, but he's actually getting caught right now, has to Feint Attack away, but he gets punched up by the Big Blow. Big Blow's still gonna be there as well. He has Unite move, but he's so low on HP and gets taken out by the Hydro Pump of Clefable. Trevenant also hitting. And now GT is just running for the team fight. 3 people are down. 4 people are down. It's only down to Delphox. What just happened? GT just completely wiping TTV off their Sky Runes. Now Rayquaza's at half HP, can is secured. We have still have Delphox around, but no, he's getting chased on by the Trevenant. He's no chance of getting there. And the Solar Beam of Stocking is able to secure Rayquaza for the side of GT. Game is obviously not over yet, they still have to score some points. And TTV is going to try to maybe defend their goals. GT now with a 60-point lead. Otter trying to stop Machamp, but he has no chance. 100 points go in. The coding even cross-shopping in. And he's going to take down the Delphox. Esper running towards the enemy base. He's going to score another 100 points as well. And now 30 seconds left for TTV to do something. It's looking bad though. Machamp scores another 64 points. And TTV just fell apart in the last teamfight somehow. They just got blown into pieces. Zorak getting caught, forcing this team fight. And it all went terrible. And yeah, GT is going to take the second game. Oh, Lutano's getting punched one more time into the air. Oof. For draft number 3, we have Slowbro, Stealthfox again for Otta. We have Pupa, Dodrio, and Lucario for TTV. And GT again going for the Zoroark and Comfey this time. Hopefully better than first game. Urshifu, Glaceon, and Trevenant. Looking very scary, the side of GT, but so does TTV as well. Also very scary looking team comp for both teams, I would say. Except for, I mean, I'm not sure about the Lucario, but Lucario can always work when the player is quite nice. Which team is going to move towards the loser bracket final? They will be facing Amaterasu, who's waiting there. And TTV against GT. GT is always very close of doing a lot of good things. TTV, after winning the EOS Cup, currently the reigning champions in North America, obviously want to go back to the grand final to defend their EOS Cup title. I mean, they don't have to defend the EOS Cup title, but you know what I mean. They were the champions in the last month tournament of the big EOS Cup. And obviously they want to win the next tournament as well to keep up their streak. Bot path is quite weak again for GT. They have Trevenant and Glaceon. But up against Slowbro and Delphox, I guess both bot paths are kind of weak. I just want to see the coding hopefully go for Feint Attack this game. The Night Slash looked very bad, but I feel like in this game Night Slash could be better. Because TTV doesn't have as much burst as they had in the first game. So I think in this game Night Slash could probably work. But I would still rather see a Feint Attack happening. Stocking level 4, Ignite level 4, Icy Wind is unlocked. Icic Spear is still banned in these tournaments due to a bug. It's very unfortunate. I mean, is it unfortunate? At least we don't have to see Icic Spear. Which is ridiculous anyways, so... You know, could be worse things. But Icy Wind is also obviously still a great choice. Coding getting close to 5, Slash now with Power Punch already. Looking for the last hit C right here. Goes in, but too late. And we have level 5 now. Oh, but Lutan just invading. He's gonna take down Shifu in the enemy central area. Coding is level 5. He's gonna go in, and I think he has Feint Attack. Looking at the minimap, it looked like Feint Attack. Zakurak dropping very low on HP. But he's gonna be fine, and now we have the Coding actually going for the invade on the left side. Looking to take over TTV's blue buff. Delphox is around though. And yeah, it's for sure gonna be Feint Attack. I guess on the minimap I just see him zigging around. So it has to be Feint Attack. Looks for the... yeah, there we go. Looks for the engage. But I think it's Feint Attack bugged out right here. And he's gonna get taken down. Tri-Attack, Basic Attack. And Zoroark is back to base. Lutan looking for the engage now. Espo just has to hold on his own right now on top path because Zoroark went on an adventure. And Comfy just trying to defend the goal. Of course, against a Lucario, no chance. He's gonna walk up and score his points to stake his attack rate. Lutan also coming in out, scoring another, I think almost 30 points, maybe 29 it was, or 28 points. Power Punch out. And you have to be very careful. If you press Illusion on Zoroark with Comfey on, the Comfey detaches. It's quite unfortunate of a mechanic for Zoroark. So always gotta be very careful you don't get your Comfey, you know, killed in those fights by pressing Illusion and, you know, detaching it on accident. You gotta be very careful. Zakurak getting entangled off HP, but as the Fire Spin, Fire Blast. Oh, so much damage onto the Glaceon. But the Icy Wind comes through, they're gonna take the Ataria, and there's Agnum now with Wood Hammer unlocked. Lutan on the chase for Glaceon, but Glaceon is fast enough. Can they go for Trevenant? The berry picked up by Trevenant, and he's gonna stay alive. Fire Spin, tries to run away from hit. Looks like he's gonna do so, but Lutanus comes back. Try attack and Lupus auto attack. I'm gonna take him down again. They're gonna score 151 points already, and Registeel also goes over to the side of TTV. It's at half HP, but none of GT is around, so it's gonna be a free pickup. And again, TTV is currently had 3 games in a row in the early game, looking very good. Hyperspace Portal comes through towards top path now. Look for the fight right here. Urshifu does get taken out by Lucario, then chase on Lutano. It's gonna take down Stocking. On the chase for the Coding as well, and 2 boost auto attacks equals 2 knockouts for Lutano. Takes on both. Is he gonna try to break the goal maybe as well? It doesn't look like he wants to yet. Doesn't have to. TTV with a great lead anyways. And yeah, Otta is also happy on Mob Path right now. He can farm alone with a Fire Blast, but actually it was a bit early, the Fire Blast. But gets the last hit anyways. It's gonna take over the blue buff as well. Level 10 for Otta, level 11 for Lutano on the Dodrio. On the right side, we don't even have a single level 9 yet. Lutano's level 11, and GT just hit their first level 9 in the game. That's how far TTV is currently ahead in this game. So it's gonna go in. Zakurak also level 9 already now. Gonna have that Slowbro Unite ready and get going for... I mean, he can either focus on Urshifu, but there's Lutano going down. Black Shot with a nice knockout there. With the Unite move onto Lutan, they're gonna try to go for the little slash in now. They're gonna dive in, and Slash is low on HP, but there's the Slowbro Unite onto Zorak, into the Delphox Unite, taken down. They're on the chase now for the Urshifu. Vic Blow is being charged up for the damage reduction, but the Fire Spin is going to land. And they take down. Power Punch comes through, and yes, they take down the Urshifu as well. Fire Spin onto Comfey, Power Punch hits Stocking, but Glaceon is able to run away. At least not go down to this. 193 points now to 12. TTV looking very far ahead in this game. But of course, everything can change very fast if you're not careful. And those last 2 minutes, as we saw in the second game, can hit us the most anyways. Dodrio is going to finish off the first goal on bot path as well. Oh, the Coding diving in, gets the final feint attack in, but the Night Move gets eject button away by Otter, but Otter's in a bad position right now. He's going to get taken down by the Urshifu. Had to eject button to the right side, but the enemies are just there. The Coding, looking for the feint attack, but he's going to get taken down. Dodrio goes in with the Night Move, takes on Zorak, on the chase now for the Urshifu. His sprint gauge keeps refilling after Unite moving very, very fast, very rapidly. And Regieleki at half HP though. They need Lutano T damage to it, and they're kind of waiting for Delphox to come in now. Agility, Vic Blow is going to miss. But they don't have enough damage to take down the Urshifu right now, just trying to zone him away. There we go, but Lutano getting caught maybe now. Has to be careful. Feint attack, Shadow Claw feint attack. Le Coding has the final feint attack ready. He's maybe looking for something right here, but can't quite connect towards Strum where he wants to go in, and now he's stuck in a bad position. Fire Spin, Fire Blast. And the Coding is down again as well. 2 minutes to go. And, I mean, I don't know. Does TTV have a better late game? I mean, the late game is fine except for Lucario, I guess. But Lucario still always works. It's just a solid Pokemon that can do its job by getting objectives, just a bit of burst damage. And Lucario is also quite safe. But Ice Even Glaceon is obviously very scary. But Glaceon is only level 10 right now, so quite under-leveled. Level 12 for Delphox, level 12 for Dodrio, level 12 for Lucario. And the 3 carries of GT are all level 11. But Urshifu hitting level 12 now, so he's not too far behind himself. And again, this game, I mean, it's quite a slow game. TTV again with both all goals still up. GT not making a lot of things happening in these first 7 to 8 minutes. But Coding diving in as well now, but TTV is just defending. They have Hooper as well again, they can always defend their 2 goals so easily, without much effort. It's very hard to make a push happen with Hooper just being a goalkeeper on those goals. Very, very annoying to play against. That's why Hooper is still just such a high priority. Of course the buffs were needed though, after Hooper got those buffs. Before Hooper was kinda almost unplayable. But maybe the buffs were a bit too much. Fire Spin, Fire Blast, Eknoop dropping to half HP. If he loses his passive right here, it would be huge. And Zakrock, yes, the basic attack goes in. And Eknoop loses his passive. And the passive of Trevenant is massive because you get Cooling Reduction from it. So he's gonna miss out on something very important in this last team fight now. That's already like almost as good as knocking him out. Getting rid of that passive. It has a very high cooldown for Trevenant. It's very huge for TTV going through this last team fight. There's one more Reggie spawning in GT. Are they going for this? Or they want to make the TTV doesn't do it, right? Stocking, keeping up that boost auto attack. I mean, keeping up the 8 shards. It's going to base. Another team is going for TTV in position for this Rayquaza. Le Coding with the Comfey on. Looking for the engage, but yeah, he has to be careful of the Slowbro. Whoever jumps in with Comfey on is going to get Slowbro Unite moved, so they're going to be very careful. There's the Surf coming in. Fire Spin is going to miss, same for the Surf. And now we have Lutano again, pressuring a back cap on top path. GT also maybe looking for a back cap. But Lutano has to be careful. All 5 members of GT are on the upper side of the map, and Lutano's gonna go in now, trying to stop Trevenant from scoring. He does so successfully, but he's already low on HP already. Lutano is at... Well, Lutano gets taken down. Lutano gets taken down. Otto's in a very bad position as well. He gets taken down. What is TTV doing? Lutano caught, Otter caught, both with Unite moves up. And now they're gonna go for Zakrak next. Zakrak just using Unite move to maybe stay alive a bit longer. And they're trying with his basic attacks, trying with those stuns. But they're too tanky right now. No chance without their carries being up. Feint attack goes in. 4 members down of TTV. It's all down to Lucario now. It's all down to Celeste. Can you do something about this? He's trying to power punch him, but he's so low on HP. He's going for the Bone Rush. He gets taken out by the feint attack. Final slash. And Lutano's also going to be too late. He doesn't even try to Unite move in. They're going to look for these shields right now. I mean, they still have a huge lead right now, so they're going to try to get rid of these shields. Going for Lucario, for Urshifu. Can he stop it in time? Yes, he can stop Urshifu. And GT is running towards the second goal. But Urshifu couldn't even score. Comfey says a shield on his way. Can they get rid of this Comfey shield? Now Comfey turns back to Shifu. He's going to try to maybe score into this first goal right now. There we go. Comfey gets those points in. GT now with their lead in points. 222, 197. Oh, they're going to go for Otter next as well. Otter dropping down HPs, gets taken down as well. Oh my. And now Shifu runs towards the top side. Looks for the score in, and Comfey's going to score another 100 points. Because they still had a shield on, they couldn't get rid of the Comfey shield, and the Comfey shield is going to be the difference because Lucario scored more points. But it's not going to matter because of the Comfey with that Rayquaza shield is going to decide the game for GT, and GT is going to move on towards the loser final, and TTV is out of the April tournament. Oh my. That is a terrible loss. They were ahead all game, but they just threw those last 2 games away in the final minutes. And she's gonna win a 2-1 over TTV.